This video we spawned into the world of One Piece, but not only that, we spawned in as Luffy, who has the Gum Gum no Mi Devil Fruit. Yeah, that's right, it's gonna be fun. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, because the biggest disadvantage of having a devil fruit is that I can't swim, so I lose all my powers when I touch water. And not only that, to make it more hard on myself, I made it hardcore, which means I only have one life, and once we die, it's over. Now that you know what we're doing, let's quickly go over some goals. Become the Pirate King, that's the obvious one. Finish the quests, unlock Haki, and explore the sea. Well, we survived the full 100 days, well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. I hate to do this, but if you do end up enjoying the video, please drop a like and subscribe to help the channel grow. And now let's actually get into it. Day 1 as always began with me spawning into the world, where I was greeted with Luffy's outfit and his devil fruit since I'm playing as him this 100 days. And it didn't take too long for the Marines to start chasing me and wanting me dead. To begin our journey, we must first collect some wood. Using the wood, I made some tools. Before we get any further, we must select our faction, which was pretty easy to do because Luffy is a pirate. Our race is human because once again Luffy is a human. And lastly, the fighting style is a brawler because guess what, Luffy fights with his hands. Now we can check out all the devil fruit abilities, and for some reason I had all the abilities unlocked. So to make this a bit fair, I decided I get to unlock a new power every 10 days, so this will make the challenge harder. So the only ability I can use right now is the pistol, but that's more than fine. I killed a few animals using my axe. Then I realized, why am I not using my powers to kill them? I collected some stone, then I came across this person called Brawler, who told me I was not strong enough to train my Haki yet. So I started this quest where I have to kill 30 enemies with my fist. It was starting to get dark and I only needed one more wool to make a bed, so the search was on. I made a bed, watched it turn dark, then went to bed. I killed a marine, then I wanted to check if animal kills counted towards the quest, which they did, so this made it a lot easier. I spent most of the day going around killing any living thing so I could finish this quest. So here's a little kill montage. But before I go, let me quickly explain this. If you see marines shooting at me and getting damaged, it's because Luffy's body is made out of rubber and bounces the bullets back at them. I came across this village, and can you guys guess what I did? You probably guessed that I stole their food, which isn't wrong, but first I made a hole so I could steal it faster. This village does look like a good place to make a base, but I don't think this is the place for us. Anyways, I only needed a few more kills to finish the quest, so back to killing some marines and animals. I had to take a break from killing to loot the houses. I mean, they didn't have anything good, but it was okay. After killing this marine and a sheep, I checked the progress of the quest and guess what? It's complete. Now all I had to do was find a brawler who gave me the quest. I found this little tent, which I'm pretty sure is a med camp, but he had no doctor or anything helpful in the chest, so I decided to leave it alone. It got dark and that was the end of day 2. I needed to find that brawler to finish the quest, so I went looking for him. I spotted a few marines who wanted to fight, so of course I began fighting them. I didn't realize one of them had a fire bullet which he used to put me on fire. And because I didn't want to die, I jumped into water not realizing I can't swim, and I was in trouble. With my quick thinking, I placed down a crafting table and made some stairs which I used to escape the water and saved myself from drowning. I think that deserves a like or even a sub, or maybe both. This is the water that almost ended this journey only on day 3, but this won't stop us from becoming the Pirate King. I went back into the water and collected some coal because now I had an escape. I found a sand village and next to it there was this weird looking temple. Inside the temple there was this guy called Dojo Sensei who currently doesn't have any trials for me, and there was an empty chest inside it. And of course I had to steal all their food. And it was getting late, so I decided to spend the night at the village. I spotted a desert temple from afar and went to check it out. I had to be careful not to step on the pressure plate because I don't want to go boom boom. I checked the chest and they had nothing good except from 4 golden apples. I mined the TNT and left the temple. After a while of exploring, I came across that brawler again and finally finished that quest. But I quickly got distracted by the boxing ring, which looks really cool. I had a fight with the marine inside the ring and yeah, I won easily. I went back to the brawler who gave me a new quest, which was to kill 20 enemies using Suplex, the new move I unlocked from the last quest. I saw a couple of marines and decided to give this new move a try, and yeah, almost got me killed and I had to run for my life. A while later I finally found an area to make a house, so I placed down a bed and a crafting table to show this was gonna be my home. While storing my stuff, I was attacked by a marine who almost actually killed me. I spent rest of the day cutting down trees. Day 5, I needed to get a lot done today. The day began with me making some stone tools and going back to that little cave to collect the rest of the coal. I figured out if the water was more than a block deep, I can be in it without dying or losing my powers, which is why you see me here. Now it's time to start construction on my house, and this isn't going to be anything fancy, it's just a beginner house, but we can improve on it in the future. I know right now the house just looks like a box, but I promise we'll improve it in the future. And if you have any ideas on what I can do, leave it in the comments. I tried killing a marine with my pistol ability, but he was too far away and I was way too lazy to go there, so I just gave up. I made this little hut thing for the entrance for my mine, because I'm gonna need to go mining for resources very soon. Remember when I said we're gonna need to go mining very soon? Yep, this is how soon it is. So pretty much the full day was spent mining and I didn't find any diamonds, but I did get some iron. Using my iron, I made a full set of iron armor, because to complete my quest I need to be close to marines and they do a lot of damage. I had just about enough iron left over to make an iron pickaxe. Then I made a sword because it was now time to go killing some marines. I came across these marines and used my suplex attack on them, but it wasn't enough to kill them. So I had to wait for the cooldown, then use the attack again, which killed them. Every time I use the attack, it allows the marines to hit me for a little while, which always gets me very low. I came across this horse in the wilderness and decided he was going to be my pet, so I tamed him. Once I tamed him, I dug a hole and completely forgot about him for the rest of the video. Well, I didn't really forget about him, but I just didn't want to go back there. But maybe you'll see him in a 200-day video. On day 8, I found the brawler again, and because I accidentally abandoned the quest, I had to restart it. I spent rest of the day going around killing anything and everything. Here's a cool montage of that. Guess what? I'm still somehow not finished with the quest, so here we go killing again. I checked my abilities and from all that killing I unlocked a new move called Suru, which basically allows me to go super fast for a short period. I killed a cow and checked the progress of my quest and it was 95% complete, so just one more kill. Luckily there was a cow next to me, so I managed to complete the quest before it got dark. There were marines waiting outside my house to arrest me, but I couldn't let that happen, so I had to kill them. Day 10, there was a lot of exploring because I needed to find a brawler so I could finish my quest and get a new one. For some reason, I think all the brawlers were hiding from me because it took me forever to find one. Here's me getting my first monster kill on day 10. Yeah, I'm as surprised as you on how I managed to get this far without killing a mob. I went to the brawler and completed my quest and instantly got distracted by this med camp which had a doctor. Sadly, he couldn't give me any quests at the moment, but that's fine because I got a new quest from the brawler which was to collect 30 cannonballs, hit 5 enemies using my new attack and kill 10 enemies using critical hits. I spent most of the day killing marines. Now it's time to go find some pirate ships because I need some cannonballs for the quest, and where else would they be? On my way I found a village, so of course I had to go see what they had for me. There was a bandit waiting to rob me, but it wasn't his lucky day. Since it got dark, I decided to spend the night there. In the morning, I stole a bed from the village, then fought a few pirates. You might be asking, why am I fighting pirates? Well, that's easy, because there can only be one pirate king. I needed to cross this river, but of course I forgot to bring wood with me, so I had to go get some. While collecting the wood, I got attacked by this snow. I think this could be from Kuzon because his power is like this. But anyways, I had to use a golden apple to survive, then run for my life. I somehow ended up at another village. This time I decided not to rob them, but only take what loot they had inside their chest. While killing a few marines, guess what followed me? That's right, the snow thing. So I ate another golden apple and ran for my life once again. I finally made some boats, and now all I had to do was find the ocean and some pirate ships. Day 13 was the day we began our journey to explore the whole ocean. I had to be super careful while in the ocean because there were sea monsters that will break my boat and try to kill me. And because I have a devil fruit, I won't be able to fight back. After a while, I found a pirate ship, but I had to be fast because there was a sea monster coming for me. They really wanted me dead. Once on the ship, I had to rush to the top because the pirate captain wanted to kill me. Because I was trying to take over his ship. Using my big brain, I used a pistol from afar to slowly kill him. The pirate captain finally realized that he was going to die, which is when he decided to jump off the ship and run for his life. Now it's time to go through the whole ship and kill the rest of the pirates. I stole the ship's cannon, then thought I found some cannonballs, but turns out they're bullets. I would say the only cool thing I found on the ship was this gun, which I only used once. And that was all I did for day 13. I needed wood and a lot of it, so I began mining the ship. You might be asking why. It's because I spotted another ship which is far away, and I needed to bridge to get there. If I use a boat, the monsters would kill me. I mean, they were waiting right next to the ship for a chance to eat me. After mining some wood, I began slowly bridging over. You can see the sea monsters waiting for me to make a mistake. I made it to the ship, and guess what? I saw another ship. This boat was much smaller, so I looted it fast, and sadly it didn't have any cannonballs. It's time to start bridging over to the other boat. While bridging, it got dark, so I decided to go to bed, but look at this view. I ran out of wood, so I had to run all the way back to the first ship to get more. But before that, I had to kill these sea monsters because they've been chasing me for days. I thought there was only one, but turns out there's 3. But that's no problem, we'll just kill them all. I collected some wood, then ran all the way back. Finally, I arrived at the ship, but before I could get on, I was greeted by a pirate who I killed. Seems like the ship doesn't have a captain or any cannonballs I'm looking for. It was getting dark, so I spent a night on the ship. Pretty much all of day 16 was spent getting home. I spent a couple of days finishing the mine. The day began with me killing a couple of spiders because I don't like them in game and especially not in real life. Then I killed a couple of skeletons. I spent a couple of days mining because I didn't find any cannonballs earlier and I needed iron to make them. While mining, I found this mine shaft which was pretty cool but had nothing good to offer. Day 25 began with me making a chest and storing all my stuff. Using iron, I made a cannonball to see if it would say I made any progress, but when I checked, it was still at 0. So I think I need to have the full 30 cannonballs in my inventory to pass the quest. While waiting for the iron to smelt, I remembered that now I can use another one of my devil fruit attack. This one's called Gatling and it allows me to punch enemies rapidly using my rubber fist. So let's test it out. Yeah, this attack is powerful and I can use it to kill a group of enemies at once. I returned home and got the iron out the furnace and made some cannonballs. But when I checked the quest progress, it said I didn't collect any cannonballs, so I had an idea, which was to drop them and pick them back up, and it worked. Now I had to hit 5 enemies using spinning brawl, so I went to find some marines. When I used the attack on this marine, it didn't count, so I'm guessing the attack has to kill them. When I checked my abilities, looks like I unlocked a new one which is called Tekai, and all it does is hardens my body to protect me, but when I use the move it doesn't allow me to move. I killed a few more marines and skeletons. Pretty much the whole day was spent going around killing marines to finish my quest. To be honest, I had no idea what I was doing, but from some of my kills I was progressing, so that's what I kept doing. After a while of killing, I finally finished the middle quest, and now all I had to do was kill 9 more enemies with critical hit. Which might sound easy, but trust me, it wasn't. I came across this marine trainer who said he doesn't trade with scum like me, so I killed him for being mean. I spent 2 days going around mostly killing chickens trying to finish my quest, but for some reason it just didn't want to work, so I decided to give up on the quest for now because I wasted enough time on it. Yeah, I only needed 1 more kill, but for some reason nothing counted. Oh yeah, I unlocked this new move called Geppo, which I'm pretty sure is Sanji's thing, but it allows me to jump on air. This will come in handy. I had to make a new helmet on day 29 because earlier it broke while in a fight. Now it's time to start working on my base, and if you're an OG, you'll know what's gonna happen next. To start the base improvements, I needed to have flat land, so I began mining the dirt. Now it's time to dig out that trench. I finished digging out the trench, and this one's a bit different from the ones I usually do because I wanted to see if I could improve on the design. I was fixing the trench when I got attacked by the snow thing again, so of course I had to run. While running, I came across who I thought was a normal marine, but turns out he has fire bullets, which almost killed me once again, but luckily I had Geppo to run away. I spent rest of the day exploring and killing some mobs. Now that we have a trench, we need to make it dangerous, so our enemies would think twice before trying to cross it. And what better way than by filling it with lava? So I spent a couple of days doing exactly that. Oh, while I was locating a lava pool, I found some diamonds, so that's pretty nice. I love how the lava looks at night around the base. Now that there's lava all around the base, there's no way for me to get out safely. So I came up with this design, which I will call the Airlock Gate. Well, it's not my design, but it'll keep the mobs out. I added some fence gates with pressure plates, which kinda automates a little bit of the process so it doesn't get annoying. I added some trapdoors around the lava as a safety rail because knowing me, I'll probably accidentally just walk in. While killing a marine, I had an explosion and it seems like a creeper didn't like our trench, so he blew some of it up. But we'll fix it in the morning. As if things couldn't get bad enough, while fixing the trench, a skeleton hit me and broke my leggings as well as pushed me into the lava. So I ran into my house hoping the flames wouldn't burn me to death. Luckily I survived, but before I go back out, I made myself a new pair of leggings. Now let's go fix that trench. Now it's time to put my trapdoor safety rails up. I don't know what I was doing, but I was AFK for a while. When I returned, there was a pirate trader next to me. But sadly, I couldn't afford the one thing I wanted, which was Zoro's sword. But let's save up for it. Our base was starting to look like a pirate king's base. I know, I still need to make a better house, but we'll do that later. I needed resources, especially diamonds, and what better way to get them but mining. So that's exactly what I did for the next few days. Day 57 began with me making a chest for all my valuable resources. The mining trip was super successful and now I had 34 diamonds in total. I made a couple of furnaces so I could smell all my iron and gold. Also, I made a diamond pickaxe. I wanted to make an enchanting table and for that I would need obsidian, so I grabbed a water bucket and went into my mine. I collected enough obsidian to make both an enchanting table and a nether portal. While trying to make an enchanting table, I realized I didn't have any books, so I went to find some sugarcane. I found some, then replanted them near my base and went to find some more. I spent the whole day going around the map collecting sugarcane. Today is the day we finally made our enchanting table. But what good is an enchanting table without any bookshelves, so all I need now is some leather. Yep, a lot of cows are about to die. I was gonna need all the XP I could get, so I collected my iron and gold from the furnaces. Then using the leather made some bookshelves. To end the day, I made this nice little area for my enchanting table. Using my diamonds, I made a full set of diamond armor and a diamond sword. Now it's time to enchant them. On the helmet I got protection 2, the chest plate got unbreaking 3 and projectile protection 4. The leggings got unbreaking 3 and protection 4. And the boots got fire protection 3 and unbreaking 3. And lastly, the sword got sharpness 2. I came across another marine trainer and wanted to push him into my trench, but he didn't want to move, so I punched him to death. Anyways, I needed flint, so I mined some gravel. Using the obsidian, I made a nether portal. Yeah, I know it doesn't look the best, but we'll improve on everything later on. I went into the nether and we spawned inside of a fortress. Out of all my videos, this is the first. I saw some blazes, then instantly ran away, don't know why. I completely forgot about my devil fruit abilities, and it's already been 60 days, so let's test them out. I first used Gatling, which we've already seen. It's my pistol ability, but on rapid fire. And what this attack does is hits the enemy with both hands and launches them away. I tried my rocket attack and it didn't do much damage, but that might be because I didn't use it correctly. But now it's time to try second gear. Yep, it's powerful as ever. Using gear 2 and gear 3 together makes me super fast and strong. But they do have a cooldown where I'm extremely slow and weak. I needed some blaze rods, so I headed over to the nether and spent a couple of days killing the blazes. Now that I had all the blaze rods, I needed some ender pearls, so I had to go kill some endermen, and yeah, I didn't think it'd actually take this long, but it did. I needed some wood and a lot of it, so I had to go mine some trees and you'll see why. Now it's time to go to Skypiea. Yeah, it's the floating island in the sky. First I made a bunch of stairs, then made some slabs, and began the long boring process of making a bridge. This isn't the safest bridge, but it'll get the job done. We finally made it to the island, and because it was night, there was a lot of mobs waiting for me. The island didn't have much to offer and the houses didn't have much loot. Well, didn't have any loot. I don't know why, but I was lagging really bad, so I won't show much of this because trust me, it'll just hurt your eyes because of how slow everything is. I bet you guys thought I was going to die when I jumped, but because of my devil fruit I don't take fall damage. I spent rest of the day fixing the lag. Day 77 to 82, I made some Eye of Enders and began my journey finding the end portal. Day 83 to 84, I found the end portal, killed the silverfishes and placed my Eye of Enders down. Now let's go kill the ender dragon. First I had to break all the crystals, but my attack won't work on them, so I had to build up to them and use my fist. Yeah, this was a pain. My attacks also didn't work on the dragon, so what I did was wait for the dragon to calm down, activate gear 2 and 3 and hit the dragon with my sword, which was actually really effective. After killing the dragon, I collected my XP, the dragon egg and jumped into the portal. I collected some sand and made a nice display for my dragon eggs so everyone can see who the king was. I then remembered about my quest and that I only needed one more kill, and I think using my new abilities can help me complete this quest easily. So I went around killing anything and everything, but for some reason it wasn't working. I discovered I unlocked a new attack called Shigan, but I wasn't interested in it because I wanted to complete this quest. After killing a couple of chickens, I checked the quest log and finally I completed it. All I needed was to find the brawler so I could complete this quest, but for some reason they were hiding from me. It got dark and I lost all hope, but when returning home, I saw a brawler outside my base. Now we can finally learn hockey. For me to become the Pirate King, I would need to defeat all the bosses, which includes the Weather Skeleton. So I had to go get the Wither Skulls to make the boss. And let me tell you, these things are so rare and takes forever to get. I spent a lot of days killing those skeletons. Seems like we're out of time. But if you enjoyed this video and want me to make a 200 days, drop a like and comment on what you'd like to see in the 200 days. Because I know I said I'll improve on a lot of things, but I didn't get around to it, so we'll do it in the 200 days. Remember to subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video.